Hello, everybody. This is a Winter Cup, apparently. I guess it's still winter. And we got ourselves the group stage match here. 2 live matches, one of which is just starting. I got with me a couple of casters here that are gonna go through it with me. Actually, we're gonna have a little a third caster joining us soon. First, here we got Lavanuki. Hello.
Hello.
And then Googie. It seems like you're playing today, huh?
I am. Yes, so I'm only gonna be here for one,
Yeah.
one match.
So Googie is gonna watch Pofke and get all the secrets, and hopefully Opie will soften Pofke up a little bit, and you're going for the kill.
This is the most research I have ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
only because you're forced to.
Yep. And then of course after this match, Opie is gonna come in and tell us, what happened, what went wrong. No, or he's gonna, be the champ, be real happy.
You'll be able to tell if he wins or loses based on how he's casting my match.
Yep.
Do we have any predictions?
I mean, honestly, this match could go either way. I feel like.
Yeah. These, I mean, 2 great players. I think Opie's definitely, almost undeniably top 5 player in the game right now, but Pofke's very strong as well. So
yes,
it's definitely gonna be close.
I personally give it a little bit more to OP, considering Pofke hasn't really played that much recently. Lost like in round 1 of Challengers bracket of SMC.
Okay.
So not on the best form.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. All right.
I almost.
All right. Well, we can jump over to the draft at least. Oh, and that's some of the SEL stuff is still there. Whoops. Oh well. Ignore that. There we go. Much better. All right. So here's the draft. It's actually Now You See Me or Now You Don't, but that was too many words, so I changed it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I made the prop, so I know it's very long because I had to shorten it for all of it. But yeah, it's
Yep.
These are very 2 predictable things.
Yes.
I think every match, at least in our group, has been Now You See Me, Now You Don't in Culture Club. So.
Yep.
Well, there's some fun statistics as well. I hoped that Pofke would go into Now You See Me for Opie has actually ended up banning Redwoods, which he got swept on 4 out of the 5 last times that he played it. So both players definitely did their research, and we'll see what happens.
Yep. All right. Let me just do one more thing. Let's see. I just gotta make sure that everything's set right. These live games are a little bit awkward, sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm ready to go. I think. I see one of the twins looks like, is that the bling twin? I think. Right. I don't see any ring. It's a regular one. The boring twin.
Yep, I'm predicting Pofke loses now specifically because it's not Bling Twin.
Yeah. I mean that was a bit. That is a big error. I agree. All right. I think I'm ready, and I'm gonna actually show the game. Whoops.
It usually helps.
Oh. All right, there we go. That's actually going a little weird right now.
Yep, we're slightly ahead for some reason.
All right, I haven't started it yet. All right, I'm ready. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just because the game automatically starts a little bit. All right. I'm ready to go.
All right.
Yep.
Go. You want to count us in?
All right, I'll be the counter in 3, 2, 1, playing. And along with many gallery games, we start by just walking across the venue. It's very, very long. I think it's the longest venue besides probably Veranda if you're taking curbs into account.
Yeah, Probably. I mean, the other long path would maybe be going from like the most far out conversation in the pub all the way to the inspect inside.
Yeah.
But we really wanted this first flirt. Green got cancelled. White at bookshelf was replaced.
Yeah, I mean, always going, always a good thing to have a early flirt, especially on gallery, since that gets away from you. But we're already a minion, and we don't really have much else.
Sure. I mean, sometimes it's even good to tunnel on that flirt. It can really get away in gallery. Um, some inspectors, nothing really major happening yet.
Yeah. I mean, Pofke, I think, from what I remember, is a very slow spy. Not that they're bad at that or anything, but so I'm definitely expecting to see something out of them at some point.
Yeah. Let's see. There's not really that much danger. Nobody's in the microfilm spot. Ambassador is out all by himself. Outside of really just inspects, there's nothing happening.
Yeah, I mean, again, sometimes you gotta have a slow game so that you're not always rushing all away. But yeah, we're just taking our time with this.
Set of inspects. Nothing else. It would be nice to get in there as a green bookshelf right now, and I think no, we're just going into the conversation. Oh,
And
failed.
we're fine. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, that is first of all
honestly,
very unlucky where Amba stopped. I think we'd absolutely get away with that if he keeps walking along with we hit the bug.
for sure.
But yeah, that just sometimes just happens.
Yeah. Also, very nice even that Opie spotted that. On it wasn't really that visible. The snapback kind of, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, Twin definitely has a very good reverse drive by bug. So
Right. 1-0 to Opie.
all right, as we head into the next game of gallery with the worst spy in the game, Disney.
I want to disagree on that, but I guess we can argue once the game starts.
Yep, in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Assuming Kudos is ready. I forgot to ask them, but
True. Well, I don't know. I really like playing with Disney sometimes. I think he's like a decent all-arounder. Never really excels in anything, but honestly, one of the more forgettable spies. Which
I
can
mean,
be
I
good.
tend to agree. I say Disney's the worst spy, but I mean, like, he's the worst spy on paper. Like, he's very forgettable as well. So the worst spy is just the one you're watching.
Definitely. Well, also, I wanted to mention really quickly, Opie. I'm not sure what he's really going to be cooking up for his spy games, but recently, outside of Winter Cup, previous competition, SMC, the last two matches, out of the semifinal and finals, with the 22 spy games that he played, he won like 6 of them only in missions. So definitely one of the stronger spies out there.
Absolutely, I think OB's definitely. I mean, definitely has a really great sniper, but he sells at spy. Definitely, undeniably one of the best spies in the game, and he is showing it by going for a microfilm in the first minute and a half. Looks like he's not suspected at all for that.
There was a bit of a chaos scenario on the right at the start of the menu, at the start of the game. So I don't really blame Pofke for this.
I mean, sniping is very hard, yes. So Yeah, I think we've got away with that pretty cleanly. Now we just have to finish all the rest of the missions in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, we stepped into conversation with the double agent and the seduction target. Seduction target doesn't grace us with their presence. Taft definitely has other places to speed off to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's very fast, so he might waddle back very quickly, but we only have 1 minute and 40 left and we have no flirt, so.
Banana bread.
We do have a
Uh,
contact.
Probably just a mission out of necessity. It was a decent contact for Gallery, don't get me wrong, but I feel like OP was under pressure to do something, considering it was like a minute and 40 left with 3 missions to go.
I mean, we're getting a print here, but I mean, I'd have been paying too much attention to where the prints are, but I don't know if this is a great idea to do prints instead of this. Purloin, however, I can get a hand on. Oh, never mind, that is just a print. So.
Oh, a difficult print and we miss. That would have been probably just not suspected whatsoever. We aren't even a highlight for doing the briefcase, because the briefcase was outside and we were really zoomed in on the inside conversation. So I'm not even sure if the first print was noticed.
Yeah.
I think if OP speeds up, he probably has this game.
Yeah, I think we need to time add it, and I think Opie agrees because we're going to time add right now. Yep. All right. It is green, so there's going to be slow boop. So Pofke might take something away from that, but we'll see how much you can narrow it down here.
That's the debate of what is better during the late game: slower, fast beeps, or rather no beeps at all. Green or white test on the time ad. I tend to agree that white is probably better, but that's only because I can't hit green.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, slow beeps just makes it very obvious that there has been a time added in the last minute, but it's really very rare that you're going to remember who has been in that time, in that like a minute 30, I don't actually know exactly how long it is, but it's yeah. So we're getting a green flirt here for 85%. I think we're gonna time out again here is the plan, because we definitely need it.
Very dangerous.
We are, and it's white, and we're definitely dead. Yeah.
We're dead. There's no chance there. Even if you hit a green, really, and the sniper obviously knows that it's like 5 seconds left on the clock for their perspective. So unless there is some like overtime or beeps like slow again, or there's a timeout, then they wouldn't really shoot. So
Yeah. I mean,
Deserve-
that's gallery for you. You just time out sometimes.
this is why I really want to see 3 out of 7 gallery come into play.
Honestly, yeah. I think that would be a fairly good idea. To just eliminate STs, but you know, no, the world isn't ready for 3 of 7 gallery. Anyway, we're moving on to Tayan now. With Pofke on the spy side as Teal or Mom or Jennifer or whoever. And 3, 2, 1, playing it. No immediate bug is very sad, but also probably the best move.
True. Though it was a decently lengthy AI control. I don't know if I agree with that, but we'll see. I mean, Poppy just wants to take it slow. It seems probably during this set.
Again, Pofke is a very slow and patient spy, and he's very methodical in that sense. So they are very good. They're just not going to be crazily going around.
All right, that's the flirt.
Oh.
And Ida highlights. Does Hope expect either like a chase or?
I mean, we didn't go directly to Seek's conversation next to him, so it might be a pathing or behavioral. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, this kind of highlight is basically just death.
Really true. We haven't done anything, and we have to do something. So literally everything's gonna be, more visible.
Yeah. Yeah. We only have half a flirt done, and with a highlight here, I don't know Pofke's chances, but if anyone can do it, it's probably Pofke.
Banana bread.
Right. So we.
Make BB is real for us. But yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree with it too much. You might as well take it.
Yeah, I mean, we got 3 lowlights out of that, but I think it was just hoping for the SGA being out as well. But unfortunately, that was not the case. I think we need to do a mission very soon, and I think Pofke agrees because we just requested a drink. And it's a white Caroline.
White.
Always the best mission.
I think we're just dead here.
Opie notices it. We're not dead quite yet, but we're almost there.
Oh, we're for sure top suspect at this point. Like, none of the highlights were really around whatever was happening at the time.
Yeah, there's been no lowlights from the Caroline, which makes me think that Opie either is completely certain that it's teal or is just has no clue on the Caroline.
The bug, though, has not been seen or guarded well enough. So suddenly this game's
Banana bread.
winnable.
Yeah, this is very concerning for me because I thought Opie was on the page, but it seems like Pofke's gonna pull out a win here. Yeah.
Wow. Pofke pulls ahead.
I'm gonna look back and see what that highlight was for, because that seemed like... Yeah, I don't know. Pathing, maybe?
Pathing or flirt, one of those has to be correct. Well, worst comes to worst, we're gonna hear once Opie comes in here.
Oh, I'm sure we'll hear. That's Tan for you. Speaking of Tan, we're moving on to the second game of Tan with Boots. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. Boots, of course, is probably one of the better spies on Tan, considering they have, I think, probably the best standing bug. And this is the standing bug that
True. And Opie doesn't take it slow, like Pofke, going for a 51% flirt right away. And oh god, green Caroline.
Oh, green Caroline, yeah.
This game
We're
is
also
gonna
getting 2 green flirt as the Caroline's going off. This is a rush if I've ever seen one. We're about to get
go
this.
Banana bread.
That's a BB. There's 4 people out, but we only need one more mission. It doesn't seem like we're going to be holding that mission off for a while.
I mean, maybe we do, because you can't do inspects here. You were in the conversation when the Purloin went off. You probably have a flirt, and BB has gone off, so I think whoever goes to inspect probably dies.
Yeah, I think this is actually a game where Opie just sits here and waits for a sip shot to happen, because it doesn't seem like Pofke is Purloin down completely. Yeah, am I right, or am I right? That's sip shot from Pofke. Not sure what Disney did, but he probably did Purloin.
I mean, he had a drink. I can't really blame Pofke for that shot. And we're leveled again. So Tayan, spy split.
Yes, this has been 4-4 for 4-0 for spies. Very nice if so. I forget what the first venue was, but I think that was No, that was.
It
Sniper,
was.
never mind.
It's been two.
Yeah, no, that was
those
Sniper,
were
yeah.
2 sniper wins.
Look, I have the memory of a goldfish. Anyway, we're moving on to Opie's playground. So if we're gonna see somebody take a lead now, it's probably gonna be here on Ballroom. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, out of the last 4 times that OP has played Ballroom, I think he swept it 3 times and
Yeah.
got swept in the last one, and I think that was only like by either like Rob or Mini Wreck. So it is gonna be probably in OpiWrites' favor venue.
I mean, he didn't sweep me on Ballroom, so that's good. But either way, we are Pofke, so we're taking it slow. Our ST's on the other side of the venue, so I don't hate the little bit of waiting going around right now.
Amba's safety has been compromised at the start of the game, and I really don't disagree with the decision of waiting. I do not appreciate the 19% flirt, though.
Considering the ST
Banana
game loss,
bread.
I think we're fine. This BB is a little concerning, but it doesn't seem to have too many lowlights, so I think we're good on that front.
Only 3 taken, but honestly, with that being your first mission completed, 3 lowlights is 1 or 2 too many for considering the guest count on both.
The other thing is the SGA was out, but I don't know if Opie knows who was in for the real contact, especially since all like 3 or 4 of them split right after, including the yeah.
Yep, second flirt, we can now finish with a green, and we're going for a microfilm.
Yeah, this is
Animation.
Yeah, this seems like a free microfilm since Queen was just blocking every single part of the game. Okay.
What the hell did Kane do?
Well, let's go back to that part where you said the ambo was compromised very early on, because I have a feeling that might have something to do with it. No?
Do we think
No,
he
this
bugged
was-
like towards the end?
Probably, but Amba wasn't close to. He had inspecs, it seems.
Bit of a quick shot, honestly, considering the amount of time left and the fact that honestly, I don't think anyone really could have completed missions.
Yeah, I mean, seems just like a wild shot from Opie, but there's probably a method. Oh, he circles around the Amba right before going to statues, it seems. Okay.
All right, yeah, that makes sense.
Or sorry, right after. Yeah, that's a cane finish. Yeah, that's a fair shot then.
Yeah, did not notice that.
I didn't notice it either, which honestly says a lot. Anyway, we're moving on to the second game of Ballroom. With Opie on the good twin in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Yeah.
Alright. Quick flirt, which seemed to have been the norm for every one of Loki's games.
I mean, yeah, Opie definitely flirts very quickly. What's this highlight for?
I think.
I was gonna say possibly Twin Light, but the other Twin's highlight. Speaking of which, that's a very clean bug. I don't think that was seen at all.
I'm really perplexed by what is happening in this game, honestly. The other twin's now about to finish inspects. And oh god, green purloin as well. Opie is just on the rush train.
Yeah, this is just an Opie game right here. We're gonna see another foot in the contact within the next like 15 seconds, as Pofke sees the purloin that's happening.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure if I like where we're at right now. I would probably move out of this conversation to try and get the flirt cooldown a bit lower. because Pofke knows he needs to shoot sometime during this game. The Furline's off.
Banana bread.
And we fake banana.
That is yeah, that's a fake BB. We are the only conversation without an SDA, so if it's noticed, then we'll probably have a little bit of heat taken off of us, but I'm not sure. We also finished Seduce, so all we need to do now is contact with a real DA this time. And we have a minute and 30 to do so.
Do we die now if we take the contact? Because we were the only conversation without an SDA, and if it's noticed that we were the one that gets a real contact by doing the second one, do we die on this contact, as it happens?
Banana bread.
Yeah, this is the contact. We're splitting from it into statues.
Oh, we're going for side inspect pretending we do not finish missions yet.
Yeah,
that is very smart.
That's a very smart play by Opie, and he gets a win in the 4th spy win in a row.
Doesn't seem like Pofke was going to shoot anyway, but, you know, always nice to have that as a backup plan.
Yeah.
Halfway in, scores halfway to both players.
Yep. As we move on to Courtyard, 4 of 7 with 18 guests for some reason. I still don't know why. Anyway, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, playing.
I mean, I don't really hate the decision to up the amount of guests. It ups the amount of people who can be in for like BBs, who can do inspect, and you know, there's less time, so it's not terrible.
Let's look at a green time ad and go directly into statues, which we have a highlight, which I'm assuming is for statues and not the time ad. Otherwise, that would be very concerning.
If it was for a time ad, I think Opie would not be highlighting the other people who went to statues, so it should be fine.
Sitting next to the ST for a fair 47%. Nothing too great, but we're still gonna have to free flirt.
Banana bread.
Ooh.
I think everyone was in for that, so that's a really good fake there. Also, that means this is like the 3rd fake contact is at Wuhan.
Are we now going to suspect Sick of having done 2 missions, maybe 3 even? Actually, no, he had a drink in hand, so could not have bugged.
Is Jordan coming back? No, he's got a briefcase. This probably isn't in standing bug range, but like the perfect range is probably slightly to the left. But Pofke doesn't care because we're just going to VA's conversation to probably get the real contact here.
Let's see. Oh, 98.
Yeah, we were a little bit far away from the first time, but 98 is definitely better than like 65 or whatever it would have been with 2 lights. So very good either way. That's also very good. This is
wow.
Okay. What did he do? Is the question. I mean, he's flirting with Salmon more or less.
I'm not sure.
Could have bugged around 317 theoretically, but I don't know.
Yeah, could be. Maybe fingerprints. He did get.
That's true.
Yeah, probably prints. He did the briefcase. Maybe there was another print caught somewhere.
Yeah. This seems
That drink had a fingerprint on it.
I guess
that drink
it's
that he
another
took.
fair shot. Except I think he doesn't have. Well, I mean, he's about to get real contact in a second anyway. But
really interesting things happening today.
Yeah. Let's see if we can continue this streak of spies. As we head on to the next game of Courtyard in 3, 2, 1, playing it. We got Sorry, who is very slow, but this is, of course, the longest venue if you just keep going in circles, so very poor choice of pick here. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Sorry is very good. I think this is a good choice. So we get 50% flirt.
Right, we can do flirt if we want the timer.
I was gonna say that drink was turnable if we took it, but we do not.
I mean, we picked Sorry. Maybe we are going for a bug rather than Prince.
Yeah, or we're requesting now after 2 rejects, so could be just okay. We're just getting the print now. Okay.
Trying to cook it a little bit, but maybe OP is pretty good at hitting the green tests. Maybe he was trying to also get it to be a difficult.
Yep. I think that was too fast for an AI, so that's theoretically is a hard tell if Pofke sees it.
Banana bread.
He's not dead. I'm assuming not. But we get a contact and finish flirt, and we still have a minute and 40 left, and a print of statues to do. And Amba's at statues.
Are we obligated to take the briefcase first? I think we might be waiting for somebody else to take the briefcase after Amba moves away, and then going to statues.
I mean, either way is probably fine. It could be. There could also be something where we just take the briefcase and then bug. But I think probably the best case scenario, especially since Seek seems to be taking that briefcase right now, is to just go to the printable statue.
Right. Yeah. I think we're just waiting for it a bit. Never mind. We just go in. Highlight Eden, but we're finishing. So.
Yeah. Pofke's gonna have to shoot for this, and it doesn't seem like we're on his radar at all.
Probably check the statue to see.
Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
Pofke, thinking about it for a second, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta think about shooting. And that is gonna end our spy streak and put Pofke in the lead 5-3 as we're going into library.
If I were OpiWrites right now, I would honestly worry, considering the venues left are library and modern, both honestly really splittable.
Yep. Opie is going to have to win at least one of these spy games if they want to get a draw in this. So let's see how if Pofke can get a spy win in 3, 2, 1, playing it. I think library is probably one of the hardest, especially in this upper bracket, for players to get a spy win on. So this will be interesting to see how and if Pofke can pull this off.
To note also, we're playing Teal for the second time this set. Are these some mind games? I can't decide.
Yeah. We're standing next to him. Okay, we're just gonna start.
Oh
okay.
God!
You know what? That's. You know what?
There had to be some laser-like thing, right?
Because sometimes you just got to do that, and hope that you don't get shot for it. He's gonna guard that.
Fine attempt, but
just a little laser-like probably got him there.
He'll just isn't meant to win today.
I can't imagine. Yeah,
Opie is gonna try to break the serve and at least have a chance for a win. On tapped here in library in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Tapped on library is a very, very good choice since he's very fast, which counters the longness of library, and he can block swaps. So this is the venue for tapped if you're gonna play him.
We also haven't mentioned the library when we were talking about long venues. For some reason.
Just because it's, yeah. Also Plato's scene. We've yeah, we're only 45 seconds in, but we're very slow for an OP game, especially when we're playing the fastest character. But
50% alert games, this sort of fix that?
yep.
Oh god, we're just cheesing this book.
Oh, cheesing this book. Yep, I like it. And it seems like we're not seen by Pofke, considering he's busy staring at the ambassador.
I mean, he's been watching Ambassador quite a bit since the start of the game. Also, respawned quite next to Ambassador, so maybe Pofke isn't that inclined to look at us.
Yeah. As we step in next to the SG, I'm assuming we're gonna get, and we do, 2 flirt down, so we have 3 minutes to go and 3 missions to go.
Suddenly, not that big of a time crunch anymore.
I mean, it was never a time crunch, but I mean, compared to Opie's usual time.
Sure,
It was a very-
you can spend some time in the library idling. It is definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I
we go
can.
for
Opie can. But yeah, I mean, I believe the statue in the middle here has a
Banana bread.
print on it as we get in contact, and this bookcase and that briefcase there. So it does look like it's possible we can just do prints and inspects for the win here, or even just prints in a swap or inspects in a swap.
Yeah, and we seem to be going for it.
Yeah, I mean, center statue here. We're picking up the print. And we are doing a 2-cycle. It doesn't look... Oh, we got a green swap pending. Never mind.
For green swap instead. I don't really agree with this decision. I think we could be throwing this game away right now.
I don't think so. Pofke wasn't really staring at us very hard, so it's entirely possible that we're not a suspect at all, and the highlight's just for going to statues. As the only other highlight goes to statues.
That is a good sign, but now it's going to be a 50-50. A shot needs to happen here, I think, and
Yeah.
we'll see who it ends up
Shots
being.
happened. Shots happened, and that is...
Yeah, I don't really agree with the decision to swap there. Probably should have just gone for a bookcase and tried to do like another cheeky print. But even then,
Yep.
we've been to a bookcase before. Maybe we get credited with microfilm then. There's so many.
Yeah, I mean, there's always so much you can critique about yourself after the game, but it's in a heated moment decision that was fine, but I think Prince probably was the better decision. But either way, Pofke is going to try to get a win on Modern in 3, 2, 1, playing it. If
Right, we're
I
playing
should mention,
Rocker.
unless OP sweeps here, I do in fact have a chance to get out of groups, which means the next match will actually matter for me.
Well, suddenly now that you've told me that, I'm rooting for Pofke for a fun narrative.
Yeah, I mean, narrative-wise, yes, but I also like the pressure of I have no chance of getting out, so I might as well just do whatever.
That is fair. And in Pofke fashion, kind of a forgettable spy in Rocker, and a very slow start. Though I think we are probably sort of gonna be tilted by the fact that Sniper was on us for a while watching the faster.
I don't think. I think Pofke is gonna be fine. We do have no missions done in the first minute, but that's just Pofke for you.
Alone in the conversation with the double agent, probably not the time to get the contact, with one SDA also out of the conversation. Obviously, Pofke doesn't know that.
I mean, yeah, DA is not gonna let us do that anyway, so we're gonna have to think of another plan if we're planning on contacting there.
I'm not a big fan of this spy camera. We've been omitting quite a bit of the party for a good portion of this game.
Yeah, we've not done anything, so this is the point where I'm going to say now we need to absolutely get to doing things, because we're not going to get this flip. Sorry, he's leaving.
Alright, second time in bar, still no missions. Oh, never mind. Yeah, no,
Nope.
that's just another gate.
Yeah, I don't believe anyone who would have been next to us could have had a delegate, but either way, we have 2 minutes left, and I think we're gonna have to get the contact here.
There's so few reels and so few good reels available at the moment, so I don't know if it's the right decision or not. We'd be letting up quite a bit of really important low lights.
Banana bread.
Now we're
The
finally
nice
getting
thing
that
though
contact,
is
and we're delegating to general.
the seduction target came to us as well. Things are starting to improve, but I don't think with 1 minute 18 left you can really commit to a flirt. 25% as well. I think you need to abandon it and start doing something else. Win the seduction target also both get pilot, or
That is for
evidently
Yeah.
purloin, and seduction target luckily goes through their second set of inspects.
Oh!
That's a shot. That is a shot. Pofke clinches.
Okay. I think Sorry was at statues before. Yep, that is Sorry finishing inspects, and could have delegated to general. That is just a frame game. And you know what? I can respect a frame game.
That is really good. Honestly, I've had some notes before this game, and my notes said something like framing on notes where OP's insecure might be the play, and it ended up being the play. So, um, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good
That
showing.
means that I actually have a chance to get out of groups.
I think
Great.
technically, I was just looking at it, I think OJ's delegate timer was up, or would have been up. But that's,
All right.
that's a lot of work to keep track of that.
Yeah, I mean, full inspects was next to the delegate target. Yeah, that's a fair shot, even if it was done for like 30 seconds. But either way, final
more
game.
All right. Well, hopefully Pofke is a little softened up.
Yeah, I hope so. 3, 2,
Are
1,
we
play.
not
Yeah.
casting the 12th game of the set?
Yeah,
There
we
is
got
one more game.
Oh, yeah, I know they need to do it, but I'm ready. Oh, yeah, I forgot that matters.
Yeah, it does theoretically
Technically.
matter in
Technically matters.
Yeah,
Yep.
tiebreakers. They're a fun thing.
And we'll see how much it matters in
Yeah.
3, 2, 1 playing it.
Alright, we're playing Alice. Honestly, one of the more overrated spy picks in my opinion. We're eating bar highlights. Oh god,
I'm
this
gonna
bar.
have to tell you to get out. No, I mean, yeah, Alice she's very good on a lot of venues, but I think I think she's just one of the best spies. But yeah, not the best.
I mean, I think just maybe the lower echelon for me when it comes to spy games. I'd say having the tail wiggle when you're trying to do a microfilm animation is just not fun.
Just take greens.
True. But as I told you, I can't hit those.
It's true, yeah.
51% flirt though with Disney. And we're just chilling. I mean, nothing to lose here.
Yep. We got only a green flirt done, and I don't think we have. Yep, delegate Caroline just expired as we get an 85% flirt.
Missing a two flirt here is not the greatest. Do we think that Twin could be credited with flirting with General by going to the shelf there?
We white swap. I think that was action priorities because that was a printable statue, and we just put that statue without inspecting.
We die for it. OP gets possibly even slightly tilted, and that's the set.
You say possibly tilted. I have a feeling Opie's gonna come in here yelling.
I mean, that's something I'm gonna have to deal with, I guess.
Yep. And with that, I think
well, I will not.
I think it is Googie.
Lucky for you.
Your turn.
Good set. Congrats to Pofke for keeping Group H interesting. Group H definitely Group of Death. So we'll see. We'll see. Anything against them?
Hello.
Hey,
OP.
Hi.
What's up?
what
You
happened?
know, it's rough. After that,
So Pofke is pretty good at this game, I hear.
I mean,
He's all right.
I'm going to complain very briefly about how stupidly unlucky I got in that set, and then shut up about it.
Fair.
That was maybe some of the worst luck I've ever gotten in any one set. But you know, it happens sometimes. That's okay. Pofke played well.